Okay, so we are here once again in Sword Factory X, and we have gotten the new, long-awaited Halloween update within the game, which of course has brought along one of the new dungeons to the game. So this new dungeon, you may have seen it in my previous video, is of course the Hallowed Tower. You do need to be level 925 for this, so make sure you are grinding up if you're not there already. But of course, this is it right here. Very nice and very cool. There's a lot of new things that have been added into this dungeon. We have the Hellfire and the Ectoplasm, and maybe some other ones that we may have seen before. However, as you can see, there's all of these really cool looking molds. And of course, Hallowed is also here as well, which you may know as it was, I believe it was a rarity within the game already, but it is also now a mold with a 2% chance of getting the cracked variant of it, which is 50 times more valuable, which is always really good. And you can also get some of the other really cool stuff as well, like Magnet. Magnet is really good for this dungeon. Chest Finder as well could be pretty good. Supersonic, of course, is always a really nice one to have. Fortune Plus and Chest Finder Plus as well is always really cool. So let's jump straight into this dungeon and have a look with what's going on. So of course, along with this dungeon, there is also these little keys that you can get as well, which I didn't really notice at first. However, what you can do with these keys is open up these little chests that are around the map. Basically another way to get even more chests from the game. And there's also this thing that has like a hallowed moon, similar to like the blood moon or the cryostasis events that happen within the game. Basically, when you have a hallowed moon, you have more of like the kind of, I think like more luck and stuff, as well as a bigger chance, or well, I think it's like 3 times more hallowed keys or something like that, which is always really fun. And of course, if you have Magnet, you can actually open chests from really far away. And another really cool thing about this dungeon is there's a lot of unobtainable chests hidden around the map that you may see every now and again, but you kind of like have to think, how will they even get up there? Sometimes they can be like up in the ceiling on these like little platforms up here. I don't think there's any up there right now, but they can be up on these little platforms that you can't get to. And some are also outside the map as well. Now I've not seen exactly every single one that's outside the map. But basically, if you have a magnet sword, as you can see, you will just start opening these chests anyways. So that's always a really good thing to have. So I'd say magnet is definitely one of the really good enchants to have within this dungeon right now. I wouldn't really say that speedrunning it is really that great, because most of the time you will spend more time than you actually have anyways. So honestly, I'd say get a magnet sword and just kind of walk around with it, because you'll start picking up all these random chests that you may have not even known were in this dungeon because they're hidden away somewhere. So that's always really good. Now, as you can see as well, we did get some hallowed keys. I've not seen any of the chests as of yet. Sometimes they are a little bit hard to spot. That's usually just because I'm blind though. But yeah, basically, if we do see one at any point, as you can see as well, this chest has already been claimed. If we do see one at any point, then we will claim it. This room as well has a nice little golden chest inside. And I don't believe either that you have to kill all the bosses for the chests. So it does work a little bit differently to, how it works in the other dungeon. Now, is there one of those really special chests in here? There is. Okay, cool. Thank God for that. So as you can see, these like chests over here, they look kind of like barrels. Instead of chests, I guess you could say. And it says use hallowed key, and once you use that, it opens up and you get a nice little drop. You usually get artifacts and a nice amount of gems as well. Sometimes you can get some really good stuff. I got a Hellfire Trinity plus 3, so not exactly the worst thing in the world. And then of course we have the final boss, Bimbo the Terrifier. Bit of a weird name to give this thing, but of course it is a clown, so I guess it kind of works. As you can see, it looks really cool as well. I'm not too sure if it actually attacks or not. Like I've not really took any damage from it, and it also drops this really random basic rough sharpness power resistance stone sword. So basically the worst sword you can get, but it does drop it at like a really high level as well. So I guess if you want a high level sword, that's also good. We get some rewards over here. We get an absolute +5 with titanium on it, so it's not exactly the worst thing in the world. Have gotten some better stuff before. We can drop this super sword anyways. And then we also have these 2 chests over here, which do open very weirdly, which I'm not too sure why, but it works I guess. And then of course we can now teleport back to our home base. And as you can see most of the rewards. I don't believe you can see the stuff that you got out of the chest up there, which again is a little bit weird. But as you can see, we did get, well, I guess we did actually get them because they were just really bad rewards. But we do have enough time now to go back to another dungeon, so we may as well do that. It has just turned night time. Now it does take a lot longer to do this dungeon, I think, than it does with other ones, or with the Magma Hills one, because it is a lot longer. There's a lot more things to like kind of explore. There's a lot more mobs to kill sometimes. So it does take a lot longer to do this dungeon than it does with the other one. But of course, it's definitely worth it because you get way better rewards and you have a chance of getting some really strong stuff as well. Of course, if you do get any of those cracked molds from that list that we saw before, honestly, you are going to get so many really good levels, and of course then you can put like Greed Plus on it with the auto enchanter and stuff. So yeah, overall it's a really good dungeon. I really do like this dungeon overall. I think they're doing an amazing job on it. Now let's just quickly get through this last dungeon here as we drop a unique sword, which is honestly useless to us. But yeah, let's just quickly get through here. Of course, again, using my magnet. It seems like I've already claimed all the chests that I can get so far though. But I do just kind of like prefer to run around a magnet sword because a lot of the times there is just literally just random like chests hidden away in like the ceiling and stuff, or behind walls. You can literally see them sometimes. Like, I'm not too sure, there might be one like here. You can like sometimes like look just about through the wall and then see a chest on the other side, which is always pretty interesting. But yeah, as you can see, again with magnet, we're picking up literally tons of chests right now, which is always really good. And honestly, it's just really bizarre, the placements of some of these chests in some of these rooms. But again, magnet really does help out a ton. So let's just quickly get through this last little bit of an area now. We're claiming any more chests. We do get one more chest from somewhere. We've already claimed this one up here. Thanks to our magnet, we drop a quantum plus, no, just a quantum pure sword. We also have this gold chest last to claim. So let's just quickly do this, and then we should be facing off against the bimbo terrifier clown thing. So let's just quickly run up here right now. One more room, I believe. Yeah, as you can see, just one more room. As what did that drop? It dropped a fossil sword, I think. What can I even drop out of this? I don't know what's good and what's bad right now. That doesn't seem the greatest thing. Let's just pick this up, see what it was. Okay, no, that was absolutely terrible. So yeah, let's just quickly go and kill this boss one last time. Again, I'm really not too sure on how it attacks and stuff. As you can see, sometimes it does get a little bit stuck. So I'm going to assume that they will fix this at some point. But yeah, there's no attacking for it right now, so it does make this dungeon a lot easier to do. And of course, we get that basic sword once more. Up here now, we have a Quantum Minus, which is an absolute L of a reward, but we do get the chest to claim as well, so we may as well just quickly claim these. You can also claim them with the magnet as well, which does work, and from those chests we get an Inception Minus with Overseer on it, which of course is one of the new molds from, well, I believe it may be a new mold, it may not be a new mold, but it is one of the molds that you can get from the Hallow Dungeon. So let's have a quick look what this sword actually looks like. Let's just quickly drop that. And wow, it's got a pretty decent value on it there, but I think overall the better thing about it is definitely going to be how it looks. And as you can see, this Overseer mold looks absolutely amazing. They've done a really good job with modelling this one. So yeah, this whole update overall is a massive W in my opinion, and right now the game is 100% in its prime. I honestly don't know what could be coming with the next couple of updates. I believe the next ones now are those two like kind of coded ones where it says hacked, as well as that random like letters and numbers and stuff. So honestly, it's going to be pretty interesting to see what we get from now on. But yeah, really good update overall. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.